campaign since 2009. And for more on the campaign, we were earlier joined in studio by SABC TV Network Marketing Manager Dichaba Phalatse, and we asked Dichaba to explain the campaign and changes that viewers can look forward to.
I think more importantly, we've been Mzansi for sure, and we still are Mzansi for sure, so we're not changing that. What this campaign really means is that we are reminding our viewers that we are authentic storytellers of South African stories. We see a movement or a change in behavior for viewers where they're far more engaging and they're far more involved in content creation, purely because they lead the conversation now. So as opposed to us creating content in isolation, we see a continuous relationship of them telling the stories, us showcasing it on TV, and vice versa. So we're seeing less of a screen, with the viewer just watching, and we're seeing a more symbiosis relationship between us and the viewer. So we're just really reminding our viewers that SABC One is authentic storytelling, South African stories. We watch you, we know that you're watching us, and both of us, we're telling South African stories on SABC One.
So that evolvement really, it's not about the old top-down approach, it's about communicating with your audience, isn't it? So what is the core message then of the new brand campaign?
At the center of it, it's highly driven by social media. And through social media, we see where the conversations are leading to. You know, with the likes of, and I'll give a couple of examples of what happened. So, Is Kotani was a phenomenon that really broke on SABC One. Yes. Even the current phenomenon of Blessers is one that was showcased on SABC One, and at the same time they see this on our screens, you know, so it's a two-way communication, and I think because we've been doing it for so many years, it's a space that we can own. We've been part of culture, we've been part of South Africans, and we just keep on telling this story and reminding our viewers.
Is that what we see here? There's, in fact, there's not the whole screen, but TV and life are one. That is the message, right? So
we've done a couple of, so this campaign comprises of billboard creatives and print, and what we did is we used Nati, famous Nati, in one of our creatives where he's playing his guitar, and you see this guy at home mimicking what he sees on TV and also playing a guitar. So he's inspired by Nati. But at the same time, it could be Nati himself a couple of years ago. The second one, which we wanted to see now, is
there's Nati.
So there's Nati, right? There. He's on live or any of our other music shows, and he's performing there. And this guy is watching him, and he's also performing. So the two inspires. But it can also be Nati himself, you know, 5 years ago, watching somebody else. It's reflecting back to your past and where you're going to, or from the other way around, as you explain it. Now, you're also working with Fifi Cooper, Nasty C, Questa, and CLU, a relatively new artist. So what inspired that? So we wanted to touch various points of South African culture. So music, art, was at the pinnacle of this campaign. So we had this idea of telling the story of how this young child was inspired by TV and how he inspires TV. At the back of that, we wanted the music to carry the story. So we wanted to do a hip-hop song because that's where the pulse is at the moment. And we looked at different artists that we can partner with, and we chose Fifi. She's, I think, one of the most successful female artists at the moment. And she's also from Northwest, and she does the Motswaka movement. And we also have Nasty C, who's really doing well at the moment. I believe he's being signed by Rock Nation. And we also have Questa, who has, I think, the biggest song at the moment with Ngutu. So the three collectively really created this song that celebrates how TV inspires them, that really celebrates how they inspire others. And the song is called Right Now.
Now, seeing that we're seeing brand changes now, I need to rush this a little bit because we're running out of time. Are there any going to be program changes on SABC One?
There is. So we currently have season 2 of Dream World on SABC One on Fridays at 20:30. We're introducing a new season of Mutual and Friends. We have new season of Sugar, and we continue telling the story. I think there will be a little bit of a shift in our content and also how we engage with our viewers and making this proposition of life in TVR One come to life.
Future of SABC One, because there's a number of new television stations that's also sort of marketing themselves as youth channels. Where do you see the future of SABC One as a youth channel?
the reason why we can own this is because we've been part of culture for so many years. We were the first to say we are Mzansi, and we are for sure. I think we're still going to be relevant because we understand our viewers very well. I think our viewers know that we don't have commercial gains, that we really care about the hearts and telling South African stories, and we've got a bright future.
We out here, Bella, we all got dreams, Bella. You gotta be whatever that you wanna be, Bella. Mara Shafe, when I Shavella, Mamela, Ugamole, Tenella, Torella, and keep walking. Kahuna Nakoya Fella, Yutora Homonate Fella, Mamela. Listening's a skill, my dude, that's plenty to do. What you need to do is choose either the truth. When I wear a battle, do la Takata Hufeta Talohanyo, Judah.
We living right now, I'll show you right now. We're living right now. I'll show you right now.
Well, lots of interesting news here on the broadcaster. We're going to take a very quick